Peaceful lake surrounded by tall trees and soft green grass, there lived two swans. They were always together. From sunrise to sunset, they swam side by side, their white feathers shining in the golden light. The villagers often said, "They are not just swans, they are true love." The two swans loved each other deeply. They never left each other's side. If one moved, the other followed. If one rested, the other stayed close. Their love was calm, pure, and unbreakable. Every evening, they had a special habit. As the sun set and painted the sky orange and pink, the two swans would float quietly in the middle of the lake, their necks gently forming a heart. It was their silent promise, "We will always be together." But one day, everything changed. A heavy storm arrived without warning. Dark clouds covered the sky, and strong winds shook the trees. The lake became rough and dangerous. The swans tried to stay together, but the powerful waves pulled them apart. "Don't leave me," one swan cried. "I'm here," the other replied, struggling against the storm. In the chaos, one swan was struck by a strong wave and hit against a rock. The storm passed. The lake became calm again. But one swan didn't move. The other swan slowly swam closer. It nudged its partner gently. No response. Again and again, but the truth was clear. Its love was gone. The swan let out a soft, heartbreaking cry that echoed across the silent lake. From that day on, the lake felt empty. The swan stayed alone. It no longer swam joyfully. It no longer played in the water. Every evening it returned to the same spot where they used to watch the sunset together. It waited, hoping maybe, just maybe, its partner would come back. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. The swan grew weaker. It barely ate, it barely moved, but it never stopped waiting. One evening, as the sun began to set, the swan slowly swam to the middle of the lake. The sky looked just like it used to, orange, pink, and peaceful. The swan looked at the water, remembering everything, the love, the moments, the promise. With the last bit of strength, it gently curved its neck, as if forming that same heart they once made together. And then it closed its eyes. The next morning, the villagers found both swans lying still in the lake, together again, side by side, just like before. People say that even today, during sunset, if you look closely at the lake, you can see two white shadows floating together, never apart. Moral of the story: true love never dies.